Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, we're from group 6 and today we would like to show you guys our presentation and it's about comparison and contrast. But before we start our presentation, I would like to introduce our member first and start from Dinanda.
Hi, my name is Dinanda Fauzan Hanif.
Hi, I'm Hasbi Syahidah.
Hi, I'm Fidia Zahran.
And hello, my name is Didiv. So, without any further ado, let's just get started. The first material will be explained by Hasbi, and the second one will be explained by Fidia, and the third one will be explained by Dinanda, and the last one will be explained by me. Hasbi, time's yours.
Okay, I will be explain this material. The definition is compare and contrast. It's a rhetorical style that discusses the similarities and difference of two or more things, ideas, concept, item, place, and etc. This is a rhetorical side, one that you'll see often as a complete essay, but just it required a lot within it to make some kind of comparison to help illustrate the point. And then compare and contrast essay have a lot in common with other essay types, but differ in many ways. Two, and that's the heart of comparing and contrasting. By seeing the difference and similarities, the reader better understand each of the subject by using the other subject as a frame of reference. Okay, next. And the second is organization. There are two ways to organize a cooperation or contrast paragraph. One way is a called block organization, and other way is called point-by-point organization. The first is point-by-point organization. One way to organize a comparison or contrast essay is to use point-by-point organization. Suppose, for example, that you want to compare two jobs. First, make a list of factors that are important to you: salary, benefits, and opportunities for investment, workplace atmosphere, commuting distance from your home, and so on. Each factor or point of comparison is like a subtopic in a logical division essay. Okay, next please. And the second one is block organization. The other way organize comparison or contrast essay is to arrange all the similarities together in a block and all the difference together in a block. You could discuss either similarities first or the difference first. You often insert a transition paragraph or transition sentence between the two blocks, and the model is like comparing Japan and the United States uses block organization. Okay, uh, that's all from me.
Fidia, time's yours.
Before that, I'm so sorry because can on cam because I'm still sick. And signal words, comparison signal words, transition words, and press. There are similarly, likewise, also too, and in sub ordinators, there are two as just as in coordinators and both and not only but also neither nor in others like plus noun, just like plus noun, similar to plus noun, be alike, be similar, be like, be similar to, be the same as, be the same, to compare to or with. Next slide. Second, contrast signal words. So in contrast signal words is concatenations, unexpected result. In transitional words and press, there are however, nevertheless, nonetheless, and still. In subordinator, although, even though, and though. in coordinators, but and yet. In others, despite plus noun, in spite of plus noun. Next slide. Contrast signal words in direct opposition. In transitional word and phrase, there are, however, in contrast, in by. Comparison, on the other hand, on the contrary, in subordinator, while and whereas, coordinators, but and other, differ from, compared to or with, be different from, be similar to, and be unlike.
All
That's
right.
all from me.
Sorry. All right. The next material will be explained by Dinanda.
Okay, thank you so much. So in here, I would like to explain about the essay itself. So in here, we are using the point-by-point organization model. So for the outline, the first one is introduction, and the thesis statement is that we can know that these two categories are different from their explanation, but they also have some similarities. So we are using the thesis statement from the last sentence from the first paragraph. So for the body, we have for aspect that we explained. The first one is the differences. Second one is about the domestic animals, the wild animals, and the similarities. And the third one is the conclusion. So to sum up, both domestic and wild animals have their differences and similarities in many aspects. Okay, next please. So in here, I won't read all of the text. So I just will mention the whether it's introduction, body, or conclusion. So for the first paragraph, we have introduction. The second one, the third one, the fourth one, and fifth one is the body paragraph. Okay, next, please. Next. Yeah, okay. So the first, for the last paragraph, we have conclusion. Okay, maybe that's all. Thank you. Back to the moderator.
All right, in here that we have summary, and I'm gonna read this summary up. So basically, the difference between domestic animal and wild animal is pretty simple. Unlike wild animal, domestic animal have been born and bred for many generations to live alongside human. However, wild animal have not and still live in the wild or in their natural habitat. And this is a common misconception, but an animal born in the wild is always going to be a wild animal. Furthermore, a wild animal is always going to be in the wild, regardless for the length of a time it spent around humans. Wild animals have never been altered by human-directed breeding. There are a lot of wild animals that have been domestic animal version. For example, similar to the wild animal aurok, cattle are domestic version of it. Similar to the wild animal, some domestic animals also have their instinct to hunt like cat. To sum up, both domestic and wild animal have their difference and similarities in many aspects. Well, that's it from our group. Thank you so much for listening. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.